Sowore,
Yes.
how does it look that you hate Tinubu so much?
Because
There are those who say that you had some relationship with President Bola Tinubu.
No,
at some point, because there are those
I never had any relationship with
no contact with him. You never spoken to him.
I've spoken to him on the phone when I think there was a time they were trying him for the code of conduct, and I wanted to. Somebody gave me his number because I wanted to find out what was going on, especially when he was trying to resolve the problem with Jonathan. So they were going to France to have a meeting so that they would drop those charges. So I called him, and he answered, and he said, "Who is that?" I said, "It's Sowore." He has this deep voice. Sowore, yeah. So, but that was the second time I would contact. The first was the first meeting in 1999. I was about to head to the U.S. They had just come in from the pro-democracy era. He was with Nnamdi Kanu, walking on the streets in Ikeja. I think Nnamdi Kanu was contesting for chairman of Ikeja local government. He was contesting for governor. And I was leaving the country. I was with Dr. Fashion and Larry Suraj, my friend. So we saw it. Dr. Fashion said, "This is Bola Tinubu." And we looked at him. It was very
unassuming.
Very good. He just wore jeans and talked in, and he had sandals on. And I used to make fun of him that his leg was dusty, dry. And so he came into the place very quickly and left. That's the first time. Second time is this time that I talked to him. And there was the third time, I would say, was when we sat together during the presidential peace committee meeting. And that was particularly very interesting because the reason I sat where I was sitting was because in our previous meetings, I told Father Kuka, I said, we are going to sit next time alphabetically, because they were doing this thing where everybody who is not a major presidential candidate was made to sit behind the media. So I told Father Kuka, I said, when we had the second meeting, I said, "Father, I'm going to sit alphabetically where my party belongs." So he said, so he dismissed me. That's no problem. So the last meeting, we were all seated, and I saw Atiku. I told Atiku, I said, "You are PDP. Go and sit in your seat." He just looked at me and said, "Sure." Next, I saw, I think it was Peter Obi's party, but Peter Obi wasn't there, it was his vice. So in an attempt to make sure that we are not close, because Buhari was coming, we are not close to the front, they will make a party presidential candidate sit and have his party chairman sit next to him. So all these other smaller parties accepted to sit. So I looked at where they put me. It was at the back of the curtain. So I told myself, I said, it's not happening today. We are not sitting. I'm sitting where AAC belongs. So I counted AAC, AA. I think it's A, AA, and AAC. So I sat on the third place. So when I sat down, what's this guy called? Peter Obi's deputy. He said to me, "Oh, that's the place for our chairman of our party." I said, "Who's chairman of your party?" I said, "If you say a word again, even you will not be able to sit here because you are not a presidential candidate." He said, "My presidential candidate is coming, leave me." So I looked left. I saw the chairman of the APC. I saw a free space there. I wanted to sit there. He said to me, "Sowore, that is for our presidential candidate." I said, "Who's your president?" He said, "Tinubu." I said, "But he has never attended some of these meetings." He said, "But he attended the last time. The problem was that you went and took his picture that he was sleeping." I said, "Was he not sleeping?" So he said, "Please, he's coming." So I sat next to, and then lo and behold, there was a lot of commotion. They came to me. "That's not your seat." I said, "This is where I'm sitting." And then there was this loud commotion everywhere. Buhari was coming in. They had gone to call Father Kuka, but he couldn't come near me because I told him that we are sitting alphabetically. So Buhari walked in, and then Tinubu Santas and sat beside me. And then he turns around and said, President Sowore. I never thought he knew who I was, because I never met him before. And then he stretched his left hand and shook my hand. But I was paying attention to the media. I said, this guy is playing games with me. So I quickly shook his hand, sat back, and everybody was standing up for Buhari. I didn't stand up. And the DSS people came and said, stand up. I said, I'm not standing up for Buhari. I'm sorry. So when everybody sat back down, I took my program and was reading and Tinubu leaned over and dragged you know how you go to church and you share hymn book, started reading. I said, Ashwaji, you have your program now. You have I see two programs. It's Judge Obaka law. So I left the program for him. That's the third time in terms of contact, but that's the second contact. I'm giving you this explanation.
Yeah, because
just to dispute.
the feelers are that you worked with your platform. You did a lot of expose that favored those who were close to him, and that those who were feeling that at a time that you were. In fact, there are those who said that you did a lot of stuff for the likes of Amechi. You did a lot of stuff against the government at the time.
So, in fact, one of the biggest works I did was against Tinubu. In 2008, his drug history from that Chicago, United States court in Chicago. I was the one who first got a copy of it and published online. The entire drug court case.
For Sowore,
yes.
How does it look that you hate Tinubu so much?
No, I don't. See, I'm just explaining to you. I don't hate any one of them.
Why do you dislike him?
I hate their politics. I won't deny that. I hate the fact that they are direct opposite of what they've ever promised to be. So you can imagine that this is a Tinubu that we all, during June 12, claim we want a better country. I didn't meet him I met Abiola. We were more like directly involved with the top during June 12, which is Abiola. Even Abiola, I didn't meet more than once, which you have seen the video from Channels TV. It was an interview that was carried out by the proprietor himself. I was with Nahuru, and they had a meeting inside. It's like I went in to scatter the meeting because I went into all these politicians that I told him, I said, all these people will betray you. And in an attempt to calm me down and try to give me money, I reject. So when we were leaving...
Oh, MK wanted to silence you.
He had a duffel bag full of cash beside him. And I think that's the way he operated.
So
when we came in, he just, student leader. Because I don't know who ushered us into their big meeting. But we were the ones who were making all the